Good afternoon. Are you happy?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm really happy. Finally, this day has come. Graduation day for the class of 2015. I have been waiting for this day for so long. First of all, greetings, Mr. Shaibi, all seniors, faculty, board of trustee, family, friends, and all guests. My name is Mack, or Gunmani Pupamani. I am an international student and a new senior from Thailand. I am honored to speak today. When I have any problem, everyone here would say, "You can do it, you will figure it out." That's really helpful, but how many people say, "We can do it, we will figure it out"? I know that was my problem. I have to live with that fact. I was born alone and I would die alone. During spring break, I had a chance to travel by myself to Washington, D.C. Because of my late school break, I had to solo my trip. I stayed there by myself, no family and no relatives. I only had Thai friends who had studied at different prep schools around this country. Traveling solo is not the same as traveling alone. It was a trip on which I was willing to get to know new people in a new place. During this trip, I met many groups of Thai people. It amazed me. At first, I hesitated to speak with them. However, I really want to speak my own language. So I decided to stop and turn back. สวัสดีค่ะ I say, it's a simple greeting that Thai people use all the time. How are you? Where are you from? Are you having fun? How's your life? Even though I am so shy, I ask them a lot of questions, just because I want to know them. I feel so good. And it was a good start to be open to people. Every morning I woke up and ate a bowl of cereal with milk. I took metro bus and trains. I usually walk 5 miles a day. It was so simple. I learned one major lesson from this trip. I don't have to call on people. I can do whatever I want. Everything is so simple. In the beginning, yes, it was extremely hard because I was afraid. Stepping out of my comfort zone, taking different routes, and taking risks, aren't hard thing to do. But look, what I had done for a week. I spoke to stranger, went to strange place looking for cherry blossoms. I felt a little bit of regret for what I had done to myself while I had been here in school. Back up with me to the first day of school, September 3rd, 2014. I had imagined this school as a beautiful place filled with warmth. The previous Thai scholar has described the friendliest school. It was actually true for a while. I learned a lot of things by meeting new people from other countries, hearing different accents, and learning to pretend that I understood everything. I was nervous. I had no experience in situations like this before. My worst experience in school was lunchtime. I got out of class, grabbed food, found a seat. Oh, where I'm going to sit? I wandered around dining hall looking for a table. Finally, I end up at an empty table, and it's filled up quickly with international friends. Sadly, they didn't speak English during lunch at all. At first, I understood that it was easier to use their own language, but it seemed like they didn't try to speak English at all. This happened again and again. Even though they didn't mean it, they made me feel excluded. I shout out in English, but it seemed like they didn't hear me. It was kind of sad. I would quickly finish my food and leave. Eventually, I decided I would rather sit alone, which made me feel more secure. 6 months passed. Nothing changed. Even though I turned in all my homework on time, I kind of knew of my friend's name, I still felt I was lonely and lived in darkness. I still came back down, closed the door and sat on the floor. The room was so cold. Eventually, I knew I couldn't keep it in anymore. I let it out through my eyes. I cried. I cried for the time that I still sat alone in the dining hall while other people seemed so happy. I cried for the time that I was being amused in a class. I cried for the time when my TOEFL score didn't even reach 80 and my friends asked, how could I be in ESL bridge skills? I cried for the time when people kept asking me, how are you today? And I keep like, great, good. I'm totally fine. I love this place. I cried for the time when I felt uncomfortable with people. I cried every time when I saw a nurse at health center because I always walked down the hill to tell them how miserable I was. I cried and cried and cried like a weakling. Some people said that I might have a weather disorder. I think I still cry even though the sun was shining brightly right in front of me. It was all about me, not the sun. I could cry whenever, just think about the time this life was like when I was in this school. The loneliness, the pressure, and expectation, feeling like big walls, preventing me from feeling happy. It has been a hard time for me here. I know it was like a 215 days of pain. I actually got that. But it taught me a lot of things. To stay strong and be brave. I don't need we. I need me and my courage. There's a lot of things which are going to happen in the future. And we all have to deal with it by ourselves. Keep it simple, be strong,